Okay, so my name is Daniel Mensah, and I'll be taking you through the pricing concept, which is one of the 4 P's. So among the 4 P's, that's price, production, place, and promotion. We have 1 P that generates income or profit, that's price. So for a firm who is into production sector, who wants to generate an income, the main focus must be on the price aspect, because that's the aspect that the firm can use to generate income. And when you talk about price is the amount of money that is charged on a product for the firm to generate an income on it. So for a firm to set a price for an item, there are a lot of objectives they consider before they will set that price. So now let's take a look at some of the objectives. And these objectives are: a certain firm can, based on the income aspect, that's the income-oriented objectives. These income-oriented objectives, the firm will consider on the income they want to generate before they will set a price for that product. Let's assume that, let's take a product like Pepsodent, for instance. If a firm wants to generate maybe 5 cedis income from that product, what they will do is that they will set the actual cost of the product. After that, they will fix the interest that they want to gain at the end of the product. So a firm who wants to gain a profit out of a product, they first consider on the price aspect of that particular product. Then let's take a look at one objective here, that's sales-oriented objective. When you talk about sales-oriented objectives, that one also is an objective or the purpose in which a firm will consider before setting a price for a particular product. Let's assume that introducing a new product into a market, at times it's very difficult for that product to move on, or it's very difficult for that product to overcome the competitive aspect in the market. So what they will do is that they will schedule the price at a certain point that will help the product to move more. So when you manufacture a new product and you introduce that product into the market, one thing you have to consider that you want the product to move on, or you want the product to overcome the competitive aspect in the market. So what you will do is that is either you will decrease the price or increase the price. So a new product like this, for it to get people attention, first of all you have to reduce the cost or the price of that particular product before it can be moved out of the market. Yes, because after doing all these things or without doing these things, it will be very difficult for the new product to be moved out of the market. So if you want the product to be sold out early or to win the competitive aspect in the market, first of all, we must consider the price aspect of that product. Then let's take a look at the market survival. Then market survival is another objective a firm consider when introducing a market into the firm, or when introducing a product into the market. Some products will enter into the market within a short possible time. You won't see them anymore because it might be the price factor of that particular product. A new product that the consumers are not aware of it, they don't know the quality nature of that product, and introducing such a product into the market, and the situation whereby you have imposed a higher price on this kind of product, it will be very difficult for the consumers to come to that product and buy it because they don't know the kind of product it is. So in the first place, you have to set a minimum price so that all the consumers in the market can come and testify how good or how quality that kind of product is. So before the product can survive in the market, you have to consider the pricing aspect of that particular product, because it's the price that will make the product stable in the market. So then let's move on to the disposal of surplus. One thing a firm also consider, one objective of a product that a firm consider is that they know that it will get to a certain point in time whereby these products they will run out of surplus. Yes, that the product introducing into the market, they want the demand for the product to be low and they will run a surplus. So at that point, you have to reduce the price of that particular product so that it will be sold out of the market early. Because surplus products are times difficult for it to be moved out of the market, and if care is not taken, it will damage or you even run cost. So the best thing is that you reduce that kind of product for it to be moved out of the market early. Then let's take a look at what some of the one or two importance of pricing. Price helps buyers to measure the value placed on an exchange. So for you to know a value of a certain product, let's take an iPhone for instance. So for you to know the cost or the value of an iPhone, first of all, it is the price that will determine that no, this iPhone is valuable than Samsung. It is the price. Without the price, it will be difficult for you to know that this product is quality or this product is valuable. So when you take an iPhone, it is the price. Maybe iPhone XR is 2,500 and Samsung maybe S9 is 3,000. So it is the price that will make you know that no, Samsung S9 is 3,000 and iPhone XR is also 2,500. So Samsung S9 is valuable because of the price placed on that particular product. Now let's take a look at second important. Price enables sellers to stimulate demand or to respond to the action of competitors. Yes, as we said earlier, price also helps us to know the competitive level of the product in the market. So if you want the product to win the competitive level in the market, first of all, you have to consider the price. Price is an essential aspect of every product. It's an essential aspect of every product. So for you to know the competitive, maybe you have manufactured a new product and you are now introducing this kind of product into the market. Why do you have to impose a higher price on such a product? Though the product might be quality, it will be the best out of all the products in the market. But here is the case, it's a new product. Now that you're introducing it into the market, no one is aware of it. So in the first place, you have to reduce the price for everyone to come and attest it to know that no, this particular product is very good. So after then, you can increase the price to the level that you want. At that point in time, the consumers has tested and they know that no, this thing is good. So no matter, irrespective of the price that you impose on it, they will be able to afford it. All right. So now let's take a look at some factors influencing pricing decision. There are some factors, a lot of factors that influence pricing when it comes to pricing aspects. Like I said earlier on, all the 4 P's, the one that generates revenue or income for the firm is price. The product might be quality, the product might be good, everything can be an intact, but the pricing system is what will take it far. So the factors, there are some factors that the fundamental factor that influencing pricing decision is whether price is competitive to or not. So then let's take a look at internal influence on prices. When you take a look at internal influence on prices, you have objective of the organization. So the internal influence of prices, objective of the organization. So the objective of a firm or the organization will determine the kind or the nature of price to be imposed on that particular product. Maybe a firm like this, like let's take a firm like Nestle Company for instance. This firm has introduced a new product, and here is the case. The workers in the firm are very many, and like they have to gain a lot of profit to the point whereby they can use it to pay all the workers in the firm. So at that point, it doesn't matter the kind of product they are producing, and everybody knows that Nestle is one of the best companies in Ghana or across the globe. So for them producing a product like this, everyone knows that the product will be good. So when they are introducing such a product into the market, they don't check the price system, or they don't consider the lower the price. They just impose the higher price on it because of the competitive demand or competitive level of the firm or the product. Then let's go to the cost party. The cost of a product can also determine the price to be imposed on that particular product. Yes, let's assume that I'm manufacturing a HP laptop, and this laptop, after going through all the manufacturing processes, I incur a cost of maybe 3,000 Ghana cedis. That is the cost of manufacturing that particular product. And here is the case, you also want to generate a revenue of 1,000 cedis per product. Every product that you produce, you want to generate 1,000 cedis revenue. So at that point in time, what do you do? You have to impose a higher price on that product so that you can overcome the cost you incurred in that product and the profit that you want to gain out of it. So some companies or some manufacturing firms also impose price on the product for them to attain the cost of that particular product. Then let's move to existing price of similar or the other products produced by the firm. So the existing price of similar and other products So let's assume that the same firm or the same company, they already have a particular product in the market. They have a particular product in the market. Let's take an iPhone for instance. iPhone has produced a latest, let's say iPhone 15 Pro Max. That's the latest product, their latest products on the market right now. And now they want to introduce additional product into the market. Because of the genuinity or the stability of that particular product they already have in the market, when they are about to introduce a new product into the market again, there's no need for them to sit down and bargain or sit down and schedule a lower price for the item to be moved. No, the consumer has already known the nature of that particular product and they know the kind of product iPhone produce. So the moment they introduce a new product into the market, no one will even doubt or argue about the quality of that particular product. They will just go straight to the market and then do the needful thing. Yes. So then let's move to the existing ideas about prices setting in the firm. Now all that I said is internal influences on price. Let's move to the external influence on price. One is pressure from suppliers of raw materials and components used in the product. Suppliers of raw materials. You know, every product demands a raw material before the product can move to semi-finished goods and finished products before it can be moved into the market. Now let's move to this point. A point whereby a raw material of a particular product increases, automatically the finished product has no other means than also increasing. Let's take building materials for instance. The more the price of building materials increases, the more the hostel managers and other staff will also do what? Increasing the price of hostel fees. Because the raw material that they use to produce that finished product, it has been increased. So for them to gain their profit or the cost of production, automatically they have to do what? Impose that higher price on that product. Now let's go to motivation of customers. Okay, so a certain firm can reduce a price of a product because to motivate customers. Yes, that's the purpose of a certain companies or a certain organization. They impose a price on a product at a lower price just to motivate the consumers in the market, because they know that there are a lot of products on the market and some products are similar and some products are also substitute products. It can be used to substitute any of the product. So if you are introducing the same product of the same kind and if you want to motivate customers for you to win them, automatically you have to reduce your price and bring the price down to a level whereby it can attract them from their already existing customers, so that you can also do what? Move the product. Now let's go to existing and anticipated government policies. Yes, here is the case. Government imposes a price or a tax on every product that you produce. They have imposed, let's say, value-added tax on the product or VAT on the product. And here is the case, every product that you produce, the government have 5% tax in it. And after total production, you have to deduct per unit tax out of any product. And here is the case, you the company or you the firm that you are producing such a product, you don't have anything. You don't have anything. And all the costs that you incur in producing those products, the government won't consider whether the cost is huge or not. They will just come and deduct their tax out of it. So a company who don't want to lose their profits or who don't want to incur loss at the end of the period, they will make sure that they will impose a price on the product that will do what? That will overcome all the losses that will incur in the company. Now let's go to general conditions to different markets. All right. So I want us to take a look at the pricing objectives. There are a lot of objectives in the market, or there are a lot of objectives the company consider when doing what? When imposing a price into the